to the Daily Workout. I'm Catherine, your sourcing coach, and this is the final day of Meet Your Recruiter Week, or this round of Meet Your Recruiter Week, shall we say. I'm joined by Angela, who I'm sure you know, and also Rowena. Welcome to the Daily Workout, Rowena. How are you this morning?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks so much for having me on.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for posting during Meet Your Recruiter Week. Yeah, so for those people tuning in who perhaps haven't seen you before, tell us who you are and a little bit about what you do.
Hi, I'm Rowena. I'm a marketing consultant. So I work with lots of different companies to make their marketing simple and sustainable. And I told a secret at the Recruitment Expo last year where basically I came out and said, recruiters are my absolute favorite people to work with. You're the best of clients, the most innovative, the most fun, and the most creative. So I do have quite a lot of recruitment clients, and I'm all about increasing visibility and making lead generation as simple and obvious as possible.
Oh, well, recruiters are some of my favorite people too. So, oh, all in good. We're all in good company here, I'm sure. Yeah, hi, folks who are in the chat. Yeah, so if you have been taking part in Meet Your Recruiter this week and you're in the chat, we might invite you to join us on screen. No obligation to do so. I know that some mornings it's just not cooking, but but yeah, if you'd like to come on screen and chat with us about how your week went, then you are more than welcome. So hello, Cindy. Good morning. Hi, Pascal. Hi. Is it?
Hi, Nadu, but we've got a Nadine Nadu. I'm wondering if related or the same. So let us know. I've invited some people onto the stage. So as I say, if you've got involved, come and join us. We're just going to discuss the week. So, but no pressure. You know what it's like. Hey, who have we got? Cindy.
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Oh, thank you so much for coming on screen. Yeah, really enjoyed your posts this week.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
yes, thank you for arranging everything. It was really good to have that prompt.
I'm really glad that it was useful. I thought your poll was particularly insightful. Who's got their CV updated? You've had quite a lot of votes on that.
We did.
Yes, it's truly good to see that.
Sorry, Cindy. There's obviously a delay. Where are you calling in from?
South Africa, Johannesburg.
Tell us about your poll.
Yeah, so I've seen in the poll that this year it's been a real change from people now interested in putting their CVs out there, and there's more people interested in their CVs. Like before, it was just a simple paper that we were involved in. Now it's more about getting themselves out there. They're interested in what they're putting into their CV. And I mean, and Catherine, you mentioned as well the video aspect of it, to include it in, which is fantastic.
And I got a nice order.
So it's definitely not Nadine. Hi, Faze.
Hey.
Hi, how are you doing?
We're good. You can have your camera on if you want. We could see your lovely
Okay,
face.
wait. I need to go into a boardroom. I'm in an open plane at the moment.
Okay, well, if you want to just mute while you're moving, and then we'll get you on in a moment. We'll come back to Cindy on what you were saying on your CV, because I was really shocked. It was over 50% had either updated it, were on it, or were happy with what they'd got to put out there. So it was the majority, wasn't it, that were actually working on their CV, and that just shows to me that these first 6 months there could be a huge movement.
Yes, no, definitely, and people are more mindful. I've been in the industry for 15 years, so it's a long time. Way back, it wasn't so important. People they wanted to focus on their experience, and they wanted to show out their skills. It wasn't so much on their CV. And now I'm seeing a lot of people are more attentive to their CV, and also with the technology, there's so much more that you can get your CV up to date, modern, looking good, no errors, looking nice, so that recruiters can then choose them for the selection.
That's what I noted, because I'm a colour person. Hey, how did you know? And I went off to just get a picture of a nice looking CV to then comment on yours, to utilise that, and found a great company that provided templates for amazing looking CVs, but put on there, okay, everyone, spot the mistake. They'd spelt surname wrong. And you just think, you do all of this work, it looks amazing, and then you spell either your name wrong or something major wrong in it, like people's titles on LinkedIn when they spell that wrong. It's just one of those things. As a recruiter, you're like, please help me to help you.
Yeah. And let's be honest.
Go on.
Go, Cindy.
Let's be honest. When we're looking at so many CVs in the day, and you're looking at a CV where someone hasn't really put in the effort, you you go to the next one, trying hard not to be biased, but it does happen.
It is. Unfortunately, when you get so many, it's the give me a reason to take you out of the process rather than the reason to put you in at the beginning, and unfortunately things like that. So good pointer and interesting comment. Faiz, what's been your experience of? Is that how you pronounce it, first and foremost?
Yes, that's correct.
Fabulous. And what's been your experience of Meet Your Recruiter this week?
Basically, like checking like CVs and stuff. There's just like some of the people, I was like, okay, they don't know how to draft their CV like properly, basically, but they need like some like quick advice, like they said, do it this way, whatever. Because like you need to see like something quick. Because now it's not going to be like a 10. Some people do like 10 pages and stuff. It's boring after that. Like nobody wants to see all of this. Just be simple, quick. Like, I have this degree, whatever, or I specialize in this. Then like, okay, no, this is the right person. Like, get straight to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you've been a recruiter for a while, when you suddenly see a 10-page CV, you're like, oh, please no. really not helpful. So the CV tips, Catherine, what's happening with those from Tuesday's Post?
Yeah, so all the wonderful tips that everyone was sharing this week on Tuesday to help people get their CVs looking better, we will be putting those together into an ebook. So each time we run Meet Your Recruiter Week, we ask you to share a tip with your networks, and then Charlotte collates all those posts into an ebook. So this one I think is going to be extra special because we got some fantastic tips this week. So yes, look out for that. We will put a link in the chat shortly where you can go and find all the ebooks from previous rounds of Meet Your Recruiter Week. But yeah, look out for a new one coming up soon with all those tips for updating CVs. They're great to download, just a free resource to share, with candidates. If you know someone who perhaps you can't help, but you want to help, then yeah, it's a nice thing to share with job seekers.
Yeah, those ebooks are brilliant. So thank you, Charlotte, for putting those together. I'm just going to put Donovan's comment up here. Had a candidate I spoke to yesterday with an impressive CV. It was created using a graphical design software called Figma, but the PDF was not searchable. Consequently, he couldn't understand why he wasn't receiving a positive response to his CV. It's a really good point, isn't it? Sometimes the technology goes too far, helps us to create something, but if it's not searchable, it's a bit like any business. You may have an amazing business, but if people don't know you're there, it doesn't matter. Rowena, this is your area, isn't it? So what's your thoughts on that?
That's absolutely right. And I have fallen foul of this myself. Being in marketing, it's our first instinct to make things look beautiful. And so my CV was always a PDF CV, and it it was beautifully designed, and I have to say, well spelt. But it wasn't until a recruiter said, well, you're probably getting sifted out of at ATS stage because you're putting in PDF CVs rather than a Word one. So I now also have a Word one. It's true though that there is this sense of I think there's some movement going on. I think we're going to see the first quarter of the year with significant movement I don't know if anyone's had a search of today's posts, but the theme that seems to be coming out is work-life balance. So I don't think it's just going to be recruiters seeing other people moving. I think we're going to see some shifting in recruiters as well, because I think we've just had a year of people working really. I've seen recruiters arriving at 7 o'clock in the morning so they can have conversations with their candidates before work, and leaving at 6:30 in the evening so that they can have conversations with their candidates after work. And I think last year was pretty relentless for the recruitment sector. So I'm not surprised actually that today's prompt being 2024 has brought up lots of work-life balance, sustainability. I need to get more balance in my life. I think we're going to see a lot of movement around people trying to just work a little bit more sustainably, because I think people are tired, really, really tired.
Definitely. Well, that's a perfect link to today. I'm just going to quickly show, because I've just put mine up there. But what all that you've just said there, mine's about that, both getting back to traveling, but also for work as well as for pleasure. You might have seen it up here. I need to reprint it again. I've moved it because I forgot. I got tickets to the Olympics. I'm going to the Olympics this year, so I needed to add that on there. So yeah, exactly that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what it is that people are going to come up with for their posts today. You might see this behind me as well. This was something that one of our coaches, Kate, bought me. So it's a box to put all your little knick-knacky things in that I've had in a drawer over there. So actually mine's full of flight tickets, the stub from your booking thingy, that was all in my passport. I need to find the other lot because I'd had to clear a load out to get some space. As I say, I was travelling every 4 weeks, so there was a lot. But also my tickets to all my football matches to go and see my nephew. So I've been keeping all of those to see where I'd been, all of these football stadiums, and so what a great idea to actually have that in a little trinket box. So that's my daily reminder at the moment. Get out there and have that work-life balance to do both. So Cindy, what are you thinking of for today?
Yeah, so I was just like going back, and I just love that vision that you had with all the pictures. That's just amazing. It reminds me I need to do that as well. I think for me, the vision for 2024, I just broke it down to 3 M's. So I need to be mindful of myself, first of all. As we said, I've seen it in the past 3 years that COVID has brought us an element of remembering who we are, and we are important to take care of our mental health and well-being, so that we can then take care of our candidates and our clients and others around us. So I would say mindful on others and ourselves, and then motivation, this whole vision and having a direction and a sense of purpose for the year. When we do things like this, where you put it out there for the year, you're motivated to gain the confidence to be able to do what you need to do, and you have it in your mind, so you're constantly trying to achieve what you need to. And then the last M would be measurable. So then we'll sit back in December again and chat and look at what we've achieved for the year. And all doing this mindfully, like of spirituality. Even for me, for spirituality has been so refreshing to be able to say who I am. I believe in God, and that's my comfort, and that's who I draw my energy. Before, in the workplace, you wouldn't be able to just be yourself and be authentic who you are. And I think this year, everyone is in a much better space to be able to put 100% output into the working environment and into your families and to yourself.
Fantastic. Catherine, your 2024, how are you going to do yours today?
I think I'm going to take a slightly different approach, something that I wouldn't normally share on LinkedIn, maybe. So
we're all intrigued now.
Okay. So over the last few years, I've got a little bit into tarot cards, and so you can work out a card of the year for yourself. So last year was very much my hermit year, according to the spooky maths.
But it was, wasn't it? You took yourself out the first 6 months or so of the year. You wanted to,
sort of hunker down. Yeah, I really feel like I've looked inwardly, focused a bit more on myself, my health. Just what do I want? for a start. I mean, we started looking for a new home, you know, somewhere new to hole up, and that kind of thing. But this year, it's actually by a quirk of the numbers, I have 2 cards, but I'm thinking of this as my magician year. So the magician has all the tools and resources to achieve what they need. There's a big sort of focus on action, just doing things, getting started, you know, having a plan, and also, well, making moves to execute the plan. And very luckily, I also have the Wheel of Fortune on my side, which is just all about abundance, and you know, there's going to be plenty of resources to do it, basically. So no excuses not to go for it, really. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about, and maybe tell you all how to find your own card if you are so inclined.
Wow! So I didn't realise you could do a year. I used to be into tarot a lot, actually. I haven't done it for probably a decade or so, so I'm not sure where I sit with it. But whenever I did it, it always resonated, and I think that's the whole point, isn't it? It's about you read it for you.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is sort of a blanket for everyone, and do it from there. The whole point is take it, and what does it mean for you? Rowena, are you into this? You're nodding.
I'm actually going for a card reading right after this call. That's the next thing I have on today. My card for the year, because I'm going to do exactly the same thing.
Amazing. Oh, well, I want to know what you get.
I'll be posting about it, don't worry, you'll be able to.
Fantastic, that's brilliant. Well, I've invited a few more people that are there. If you want to come on, this is your last chance. The Fridays tend to go a little bit longer, so do come on there. We lost Foes, so I popped in because he disappeared, so I don't know if he's gone or not, but you're in the wing, Foes, so if you wanted to join us again, you're welcome.
I'm still here. Can
Oh,
you hear me?
yeah. We can't see you though. What's happened to your camera?
I don't know. I can't see my camera too. Like I thought it went. I can't see it anymore.
Let's bring you back, and hopefully we'll get the camera on there. But that's lovely.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Wonderful. Hey, there we go.
What's the lighting in the office?
2024 then, Faze?
New energies putting out to the world. You know, like all good energy for the year. Leave negative thoughts behind. Give people that have less experience more opportunities. What else? Quite a lot that I'm trying to think of. Yeah.
I've been feeling that this week. People were very happy to leave 2023 behind.
Oh no, I'm scraping it off already.
I love that too. Scraping it off like the proverbial, yes.
Yeah.
Today's all about 2024 then, so yeah, can't wait to see all your posts. Let's see what the year's likely to bring for us. Rowena, update us. Can we get the link, Charlotte, in there? Rowena is actually our Meet the Expert next week, so it was great that you turned up this morning because it was like fantastic. So we get to meet you before then. So your topic next week, marketing ROI, 3 key tips.
That's right, and actually fits with the kind of sustainability theme. I'm going to be talking about how to create a marketing plan that is deliverable, that's easy to execute, and that is going to bring you ROI. My big thing is if you are doing marketing and it isn't directly bringing leads to your door, it's not marketing. You're not doing it right. So it's all about how to use those key channels to actually do marketing that brings money in. And if it's not bringing money in, don't do it. It's a waste of your time. Like let's make it sustainable.
I totally agree.
Well, that's great then, because we've had a week of marketing ourselves, a week of getting out there and letting people know that we're here. So yeah, it's all about making sure that you capitalise on that. So join us next week then for the Meet the Expert. It's Wednesday, 11:45. Oh, look, and as if by magic, there it pops up. So 11:45 to 12:30. So you get Rowena for that time, sharing all of her knowledge and skills. So feel free to click there. If you are over on LinkedIn, you might want to click the Crowdcast link to come over here so that you get all of those, the interaction as well. We'd love to have you. Wonderful. Catherine, do you want to finish it off?
Of course, yeah. Can't wait to see everyone's posts today, rounding off the week and talking about your 2024. If you are wondering what hashtags to put on your post, I can share some ideas with you, but it's by no means exhaustive. We've kind of taken a stab in the dark as to what might be useful for you. So we found a few hashtags with quite a few followers, things like motivation, mindset, transformation, work-life balance, and planning as well. But I would encourage you to go check any hashtags that might be relevant to what you've written today. I don't know if there's going to be any well-followed hashtags about tarot cards, but you know, I'm going to go have a look.
You never know till you look, do you? And then you go, oh my God. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We've had a wonderful Meet Your Recruiter week. We're back on Monday with My Life in Recruitment. So this is interviewing people that have had decades of experience in the industry, finding out how they got into it, what was the good, bad and ugly of their recruitment life so far, and what would be their one piece of advice for someone joining now. So it's a great series. We start with Katrina Collier. So that'll be a great way to kick off the week.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend as well.